The leader of the European Parliament's largest political group has launched a stinging attack on Boris Johnson, insisting the UK is the obvious culprit in the escalating row over stalled post-Brexit trade talks. Manfred Weber, head of the European People's Party, risked causing outrage among Brexiteers by saying there is no question of who is responsible for the furore surrounding the stalled negotiations between Brussels and Britain. His comments came after the government angered the EU by publishing the Internal Market Bill, which seeks to override parts of the withdrawal agreement it negotiated with the bloc. In an interview with German radio Deutschlandfunk, Mr. Weber said the EU should not be held accountable if the trade talks, which this week entered their 8th round, collapsed. He claimed the finger of blame should instead be pointed at the British side if discussions fail to bear any fruit and a no-deal Brexit happens at the end of the year. He said, "It's already obvious that the culprit is in London." With a government that no longer recognizes the old treaties or does not want to implement them, it makes little sense to negotiate the new treaties. Johnson does it himself, the work, that he makes it clear that he really wants a hard Brexit and is then fully responsible for the consequences. From my point of view, there is no blame game even in Great Britain, no question of who is responsible. He went on to stress the importance of the EU putting on a united front in the face of opposition from the UK government. Mr. Weber said Eurocrats should appear much more self-confident than a very nervous Boris Johnson, as the December 31 Brexit transition deadline inches closer. His rebuke of Mr. Johnson comes after the Vice President of the European Commission on Thursday told Cabinet Office Minister Michael Gove the UK must alter the controversial bill it tabled this week. In a tense meeting with Mr. Gove, Maros Sefcovic warned the EU is willing to take legal action against the UK over the bill. If approved, the bill would give ministers the power to ignore parts of the Northern Ireland Protocol by making changes to the form of export declarations and other exit procedures.